What's up with the people? You know, uh, it's almost bedtime, so I'm here for a short time and not a long time. Wait for some of these people to come up in this joint. Where my tripod at? Me need my tripod. I don't know where it is. Well, that's stupid. I can't find my tripod. Dang, bruh. That is not fair. Oh, found it. I found the tripod, y'all. Yeah, man, get your life together. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. You know what I'm saying? Today is going to be a great and beautiful day. Today was a long day, but productive day. You know? Gotta put the fan on me. A little warm in this joint. Well, yeah, man, most of all, you know, shout out to my people. You know, shout out to all my people. Y'all are real MVP around this joint. You know, well, boy, you supposed to be live. You must be on another phone. You gotta be, cause you said you was going live. Yeah, you better. You know, you better and send a light through here. You hear me? Yeah, double tap. You know the vibes. But yeah, man, that new schedule is crazy. I know you ain't just jump off my live stream. You know better than that. You know, get your life together, young man. Get your life together. But yeah, man, the new schedule is pretty cool. I ain't gonna hold you. The new schedule is pretty cool. It's only 8 hours. I missed my 10-hour shifts, I swear. Bro, what is going on in here? Do I need to hold it like right here? Boy, I swear, cause boy, it's warm in this joint. But yeah, like I say, man, the new schedule is cool. It's pretty cool. They just run your boy like crazy, man. They run me like crazy, and I don't know why. My eyes is kind of bad. Big Red Gamer, what's going on? Bunga? Bunga, man, what's going on? What's happening, y'all? Man, y'all to come in, man. Welcome to the live stream, man. Double tap to like the live. I think my light is gonna die. Y'all see that? That light just got dim like that. Well, I got one bar on that joint, and I think it's gonna die. Should I plug it in? Nope. You know why? Hold on, y'all. Because I got another light. But yeah, like I say, man, the new schedule was pretty cool. Lovely Lizzie, what's happening? Salute, salute. You know, if this is y'all first time here, man, please double tap to like the live stream. I know my forehead big, but I don't care. But for the most part, like I was saying, man, the new schedule is cool. And they just run me. They try to run your boy into the ground. But, you know, I ain't gonna let that happen. You know, they tried to get me today because they was like, you know, more pickups, right? And this was after I picked up. So this is how it started, right? So I go in, I picked up 2. right? Which I had to double back because the same address was on my Ranger, but I couldn't arrive them because I had to go drop off the other two people, and on top of that, it wasn't the other people's time to be picked up. So boom, I leave there, drop the two off, double back, come back to the same place. I come back to the same place. The lady's like, "Oh, you're back." I'm like, "Yeah, I told you I was gonna be back." So boom, I picked up one, and I was like, "Yeah, they got two more in here, but I can't arrive them because I guess I gotta arrive. Well, I had to perform the other person, which he was in a mobile wheelchair, a mobile device. Um, so get him in, get him locked in, get him strapped in. I perform it. Boom. The next two people come up. I go pick up. I grab them two, get them two on my bus, and after that, I had to go to the autistic place. I picked up three from there. So now I got a bus full. Dropped off one, went to another place, picked up two more. So by this time I got a full bus. Mind y'all, it's like coming into almost 3 o'clock. So I get them, drive in, boom, drop one off, boom, drop the other one off. And I get to the point to where I drop off the last three before I dropped off the fourth one. And I looked at my Ranger and be like, "Hey man, hold up, man. Let me see what's going on with this." Bruh. They had me going to pick up another person way out in Summerlin to drop them off, to go pick up another person to drop them off. Mind you, I'm supposed to be going to lunch after 4 o'clock. They had me not going to lunch until like almost 7:30. I get off at 8:20. But I ain't gonna hold you, like that would have been cool and that probably would have been the end of my day. But I already know once they cleared that, because I sent the message. I'm like, "Hey, look, bro, I'm hungry. My head is starting to hurt. I need to eat." Well, they jumped on that thing fast and cleared them all out. I go drop off the last lady. She's asking me, she's like, "So what happened?" I'm like, "Yeah, they cleared them rides. For sure, they cleared them rides." But after that, went to lunch, ate my little sandwich, my chips. I had a little Twix, to put some sugar in my body and some water and all that good stuff. So boom, my last two pickups were at the same residence. Well, not the same residence, but the same place. Picked up them last two. OG was frustrated because he was like, "Well, I live this way and he lives this way." I'm like, they're gonna have me go to whoever's closest. So then one gentleman, he lives, for the ones that's from Vegas and catching this later, y'all know where Rhodes Ranch is, which is South Durango. So I went and dropped him off, then get up out of there to take Buddy all the way back to Summerlin. Man, Buddy was impatient. He was like, "Can't you drive a little faster?" I was like, "No, sir, I can't. I have to drive the speed limit. 5 over is okay with me, but anything over that, I'm speeding. If I get pulled over, I gotta pay that ticket." So he's mad because the lights are turning red and he gotta wait and all that stuff. I'm like, slow and steady wins the race. Like, it's gonna be all right. You're gonna get home safe and sound. Well, he couldn't. He had a nice house though, but bruh, he got home. He was stupid excited. "Oh my God, we finally made it." And I'm like, "Yes, you were here, and now I get to go home," which I had to drive back another 8.5 miles to get back to the yard. But it was cool, It was cool. John Doe, what's happening, man? Welcome to the live stream, brother. Yeah, it was cool. I enjoyed it. It was a fun-filled day. Put it to you like that. It was a fun-filled day. So, back tomorrow and Friday, and then I'm off for the weekend. Hopefully y'all got some planned for this weekend. If not, you're slacking. You know what I got planned this weekend? Does anybody know what I got planned for this weekend? If you don't, I'm gonna tell you. Nothing. A lot of people hit me up when it's coming into the weekend, it's like, what's your plans for the weekend? Nothing. I don't make plans because plans will never fall through. Something always comes up. So I got to the point to where I don't make plans. It is what it is. You know, people flake on you. They, oh, well, I forgot this, that, and third. Hey, if you catch me early enough and if I'm up for it, yes, I'm going to get outside. But if not, it's over with. I'm in the house. I'm chilling with moms. You know, we make our normal runs. I take her to go do what she needs to do. You know, pay some bills, go get some groceries if she need. You know, get her back home, and then I'm done. I ain't got nothing else to worry about. You know, nothing else. Unless she needs me to go to the store again. But you know, that's the main reason why I moved back, because she needs that help. And me being who I am in my heart, you know, I'm always here to help moms out, without a doubt. What's up, peeps? What's happening, peeps? How you doing, man? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. You know, I'm small time right now. You know, pretty soon I'll be through the roof, but right now, you know, I'm down here a little bit. You know, it's all right. You know, like I told y'all, you know, always slow and steady wins the race. Always slow and steady wins the race. You know, can't be in a hurry to be YouTube famous. You know. But on another note, man, what have you guys done today to motivate or inspire somebody? You know, I want to hear from the people. What have you done today to motivate and inspire the people? Don't everybody comment and answer at once. Man, I appreciate that, man. This chain was found and given to me by my old boss. You know, she didn't know if it was real or not. Me being who I am, I felt the weight of it. I was like, let me go get this checked out. And I went and got it checked out. And it's 14 karat solid gold. You want to see it up close? I'll show you. You know, ain't messed up about it. You know, this is the chain up close and personal. You know, tricolor joint, 14 karat. Look, listen to it. You know, it's nice. I ain't got no charm for it yet, but in due time, I'm gonna get a little charm for it. But man, I appreciate that. You know, you the real MVP for that, man. I appreciate that. I'm gonna pin that comment too, brother. You know, yeah, I'm gonna pin that comment, man, because it's always good to have somebody that comes into your live stream and appreciate um, a vibe. You know what I'm saying? But what's up, peeps? What have you done today to either motivate or inspire someone else other than yourself? You know, we all have a purpose here. You know, everybody comes to YouTube. I hope to be entertained or to learn something or just to sit and chit chat or troll or you know what the people do. You know, it is what it is to me. I don't care. You know, my journey started back in November, so I just go with the flow. I ain't gonna hold you. I go with the flow. I'll let it be what it is, and if it ain't what it is, you know, it is what it is. Always, you know, do it to you know, provide. Oh, I gotta turn that down. And if you ain't got a portable fan, man, get you one. You know, just to just keep a little breeze on you at times. But you know, my whole goal is to reach one, teach one. You know, to inspire the people to, you know, be the best that they can be in life. Um, to have an outlook to, you know, if you ain't got nobody else to talk to, you can talk to Westside. You know, I learned a lot from a lot of people in these YouTube streets, and I'm getting there. You know, I'm getting there to the point to where anybody that comes in, be a part of my channel. You guys will be part of the Gangland Mafia. I know it's a little late. A lot of my regular supporters, they are either asleep in school, or doing their own thing here on YouTube with their family or whatever. So you know, it's a little slow tonight. Typically, earlier today it was a vibe. You know, I had a little something to tell the people, but there is dang, in the morning. I appreciate you being here. Hey man, what's up, peace man? I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I kind of put that together, Anonymous Wolf, man. I appreciate you being there, brother, man. At 2:13 in the morning, 2:14. It's 11:14 here. I got a little time to be up because I don't have to be to work until 12 o'clock, so I can stay up a little later and then sleep in until like 8 or 9, and I'm golden. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. I don't have to set an alarm. I can just get up and look at the time. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. Cool. I got enough rest. Let me, get my life together. But yeah, what's up, peeps? If you have not already, man, I'm pretty sure you may have, but I appreciate your words. Like I say, it's always good to have those type of people that comes into your live stream with positive feedback. You know, or if it was negative, you know what I'm saying. Everybody's different. Everyone is looking for a response, but I preach positivity. My channel is about positivity. I'm not here to belittle anybody. I'm not here to bash anyone or have any ill will feelings towards anybody. you know I do this for the people. I don't do it for me. It's not about me. It's not all about West Side, because I care. So if you want to be part of someone's channel that typically cares and wants to inspire you and motivate you to be, better than what you are now, or if you have any problems, I typically will always tell a person to keep going. You know, don't be so hard on yourself, right? There's times where a lot of people can be hard on themselves and they can beat themselves up with words or negative thoughts and, oh, I'm not good enough, or why me, why me, why me? Hey, why not you? You know, turn every negative into a positive. That's how I feel about it. If you can turn a negative into a positive, then you're winning. Take it from me. Um, you know, I come from being an absolute drunk. I abused it. I swear I did. Um, Waking up in the middle of the night and I had a bottle of alcohol on the side of my bed or a shot laying next to me. Waking up in the middle of the night. Um, you're right, Anonymous. You're right. Strength to struggle. And I made a lot of bad decisions due to my drinking. From being in my first car accident, totaled my car out, and I had a 99 Crown Vic, and I loved that car. I paid cash money for that car. But, due to drinking, totaled that out. Called my first DUI at that time. I went to jail behind it. I got OR'd out of jail. Now it's all love, never late. Never late. And but welcome, Elena. Welcome. Yeah. it was an absolute learning experience, right? Because if it gets to a point where something takes over your mental state, right? And you're making bad decisions because of it, even though in the back of your mind you're just like, oh, I'll be good, I'm all right, I'm all right. In due time, all of that catches up with you, right? And I've drove home in the car full of people in my vehicle. You know, I'm drunk, they drunk, smoking weed, all of that. We on the highway, we out in the streets, we hugging and thugging. But at the same thing, like I was self aware of where I was always until it got to a point to where I blacked out. But catching my first DUI, going through that whole process, being without a vehicle for so long. When I caught my DUI, I'm gonna put it to y'all like this. I caught my DUI in 2013, right after my 30th birthday. I didn't have another vehicle of my own, registered, insured, and all that stuff on my own until 6 years later. I was on the bus to and from work for 6 years. 6 years. You talking about a humbling experience, right? So boom, get my first car, 2019. Go to the lot, no license. All I had to do was get insurance. It was a mom and pops, used car lot. Found the car I like, and I wasn't there to get a car. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there to get a vehicle. I was there with my sister and my homeboy, which they were dating at the time. And I just went down there with them because they know I know about cars. I know a good car when I see one. Make sure you test drive it, check all the fluids, get the battery tested, this, that, and the third. Make sure everything is right, working right. And he was like, "Yeah, man, what are you down here for?" I'm like, "I didn't come down here to get a car." And he was like, "Well, how much money you got?" I'm like, "I got some money. Like, I ain't broke, right? It was tax season too. I had a couple thousand in the bank, well, on my car." And I was like, "How much I need that?" He's like, "Man, you only need 500." I'm like, "I got 500 right now. Come on, man. Let's see if we get you approved, bruh." I did that paperwork. You know, I got approved, but they didn't. But I got work history, right? I always keep a job. Anybody that knows me, anybody that knows West Side, I swear, I keep a job. I can't just sit around and do nothing. My ADHD messes with me. I go crazy, right? But I got approved for that car. I picked it out. I went around and I was like, "What about this one? What about that one?" And I found the little baby Charger, which was a Dodge Avenger at the time, 2014, and I was like, "Yeah, I can do this." It's nice. It's a photo. It's clean. Like, I like the interior because it was black. It was a white vehicle. I was like, I can see myself in this. Boom, drove off the lot that same day with the vehicle. 500 down. I just, called my sister at the time, and um, I was like, "Hey, look, I need some insurance. Like, can you loan me this, 3-400 to get the insurance started? And then when I get my next check, I'll pay you back." And I drove off the lot that same day. Got the insurance and I was done. Right? So, later on down the line, I ended up getting my license and things. But, 6 years without a vehicle, man, to catching the bus, you don't know the feeling I had in my body to have a car. Even though, yeah, I had a car payment, which I had a job, so I can afford that, right? But, to get back into that vehicle, I was up, right? Ran back into the same ordeal, you know. And this was after everything had happened. This was after um, the court, the court situation, everything that I had going on. But I weathered the storm, right? Got the vehicle, but I did not stop drinking, right? Hold on. Exactly. pure independency. I can get up and I can leave when I wanted to. If I needed somewhere to go, I can just get up and go. You know, if I needed to get to work, I can get up and just drive to work. You know, so but I didn't stop the drinking. Right, I was still drinking. You know, I pulled up to the job the first day, and he was like, "Dang, you here early?" I just held my keys up. He's like, "Oh man, you got a car?" I'm like, "Yeah, I finally got me another whip, man. I ain't on the bus. I can get to work on time. I can get off and leave." Or I went out that same night, had the car, and I'm out drinking, right? Out drinking with the homies, having fun, this, that, and the third. First day I had the car. What was it? First? Oh yeah, because I went to pull up on the homies. First day I messed it up. Pulled up over the little parking structure, concrete things that they have. It was a little piece of. No, I pulled up over it too far, showing out. You know, didn't know I was up there that far. Boom, bagged up, tore the bumper off, the little corner piece, which the homie fixed it, but you know, messed the bumper up. Right, he fixed it. I got to put back on. Everything was good. You know, I was back riding, but I didn't quit drinking. Never, you know, I had little mishaps with the car, and you know, I rear-ended somebody, you know, late night drinking. Um, Thought my foot was on the brake, you know, but I didn't have it all the way pressed down. And I'm just creeping up, creeping up, creeping up, boom, hit the back of somebody's car. And he had one of those toe hitches on the back of the car. Boom, holding my bumper on the front side. You know, another mishap. My cousin's driving my car one night, and I don't know if somebody hit him, or you know, he hit something, but all I seen was paint transfer, and the bumpers messed up on the driver rear. You know, side bumpers messed up, tore up, cracked, whatever. But you know, in due time, you know, another late night drinking, um, parking in the parking structures. I go to bag out, right? Bagging up is my specialty. I love it. But I turned the wheel the wrong way. Messed up the driving fender, all up on the pole. That's all crunched in and then and then. I was pissed off about that one. So, you know, all due to drinking. So, you know, 4 years sober now, today. Well, not today, but, you know, as of now, I'm sober. Um, haven't touched alcohol. I don't want to taste it. I hate being around my homeboys smelling it. But when I got my new vehicle that I drive now, and for the ones that do see my car on my channel, and you know, if you guys have me on Instagram or whatever, I love my car. You know, um, I appreciate that, Anonymous. But you know, it's a great feeling, right? To wake up sober, not feeling like crap, because it got to a point to where it took me, when my drinking got so bad, bro, it took me sometimes 3 days to recover. I mean, waking up feeling sick, running back and forth to the bathroom, you know, couldn't do nothing but drink water. I didn't have an appetite to eat, like anything, like smelling like it made me feel sick. Um, it was getting to a point to where I started feeling pains in my sides, and I was like, all right, you're going a little bit too hard, so I'll take a week off. You know, yeah, I can't drink. I gotta recuperate, right? Once I didn't feel that pain no more, and I'm hydrating myself and all that stuff, right back. I didn't put, you know, my drink of choice with juice or soda or anything like that. I drank straight up. I ain't gonna hold you. You know, I was in Missouri with my mom, taking care of my mom before I moved her back home to Vegas for like 11 months. Almost every day I was drinking for 11 months. Almost every day. There was days where I'd be like, nah, I'm cool. I'm not gonna drink today. But my mom knew I drank. You know. Yeah, Lennon, like, you know, And at that time, like a lot of people used to tell me, like, hey man, like doing a little bit too much. I didn't notice I had a problem. It was a feeling that I enjoyed more than drinking. Yep, I swear. And I did not like beer. And if I had a beer, it would just be one. It was just because, like, oh, we're at a restaurant, and you know, I would have water, but like, yeah, let me get, yeah, give me a beer, right? Um, but I say that to say this, man. Anything you put your mind to, you can do it. Anything. I don't care what it is. Anything you set your mind to, you can do it because we are our own worst enemies. You know, so coming from that place of darkness and now I can see the light, man, I freaking love it. I wouldn't trade I wouldn't trade that for the world. No, big facts. Big facts. You know, and when I said I was done, I had just got in contact with my dad's side of the family, which my siblings on his side. And I called me and my sister, my little sister, man, we used to talk every day. I haven't heard from her in a while. I miss my sister. I miss talking to her so much. But, you know, I know she has a life going on out there and she's focused on what she got focusing on. So, you know, more power to her, blessings to her. I am a little, you know, hurt, I guess you can say, because I haven't heard from her since I left Connecticut and it's been over a year now. But, you know, it is what it is, right? Um, you got to keep going. But when I knew I was done, I didn't know who to call. I didn't know who to talk to. I called my sister and I cried like a baby. Oh, excuse me. I cried like a baby to my sister. Her first time hearing me cry, you know, and she just like she just encouraged me. She's like, see, you must be tired of it. If you sit on the phone and you crying about it, she's like, just stop or just slow down. I'm like, no, like I'm done. No, you're right. You know, I know for a fact that my other little sister out there, I can pick up the phone and call her. Unless she's absolutely busy doing something or she's at work, she won't answer. But she will text me, hey, brother, you know, I'm at work. What's up? How you doing? What's going on? This, that, and the third. Um, but like everyone else, like, you know, other than my dad and my stepsister and, well, my sister, I guess if you want to say that, um, and my actual like biological sister and my little brother, but you know he hits me up when he needs something. I love him, but I'm not always gonna you know give you something when you can actually help yourself. But you know I can pick up the phone and call her and you know we had sit on the phone and chop it up for a long time. You know, and when she's done, you know, she's from the East Coast. You know, they all live in New Haven. You know, so when she's done, she's done. Hey, all right, brother, I love you. You know, keep being great, keep doing what you're doing, this, that, and the third. But I'm gonna holler at you later. You know, so it's more so of you know just keeping those close. I'll message my niece here and there on Facebook and be like, hey man, you get in contact with your mom, like, you know, they live in the same house. Hey man, like, tell my sister I miss her. Like, have her call me. Like, I haven't heard from her since I left. It's been over a year. You know, like, what is it? Did I do something? Did I not say bye when I left? Like, did I not hug you tight enough? Like, I don't get it. You know, but like I say, man, it is what it is. Um, just know, like, it don't stop my program. You know, it's okay to love from a distance. You know what I'm saying? So I just keep pushing. You know, I just keep pushing. You know, But enough about me. What's happening with y'all, man? How y'all doing? How are you guys? Y'all all right? Hope everything is going well with y'all. I appreciate y'all support. I appreciate y'all thugging with me, hanging out with the kid. You know, I know it's late night. Late nights like this, live streams do be a little slow for the kid. But that daytime live, man, it be going up. I ain't gonna hold you. But my back is backing right now, so I need to lay back a little bit and rest my back, cause whew, we I need a massage. I ain't gonna hold you. I can't read that because my eyes are bad. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't had no good lasagna in a long time, brother. I have not. I have not had no good lasagna in a long time. For real. Oh wait. See? I'm getting tired. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I'm gonna be asleep by then. But hopefully I'm up and then I'll jump on. For sure, for sure. 1 a.m. is crazy. I wonder wouldn't it be crazy though? I was just sitting here thinking about something. Like say if I just look up and it's gonna happen one of these days. And I'm just waiting on it to happen. Right? Um there's gonna be one of these days where you guys jump on my live stream. You guys are gonna be a part of it. But there's gonna be like 300 people in here with like 200 likes or 250 likes. I am stupid excited for that time to come, but in due time, right? Uninterrupted sleep. Um, you right, but with my new schedule, like I have to like now I have to force myself to stay up longer than 11, 12 o'clock because I know I can sleep in to like 8, 9, get up, shower, get myself together, and leave for work at like 10:30, 10:40. You know, but I haven't forgot. Man, I'm going to teach you how to parallel park. Parking is easy. I love it. Parallel parking is stupid easy. But yeah, Anonymous Wolf, you know, sub and sub alike, man. Anonymous Wolf, I don't even remember whose channel you came from. I do not remember. Who else is in this joint, man? Talk to me. I'll talk back. You know, West Side is. I think so. Yep. I'm pretty sure. Yep. Exactly. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yep. It was from Gabby's page. Oh, we. Whoa. I'm tired. I can. That I can. I can do that. It's easy. If I'm gonna put it to you like this. This is how I taught myself, right? Um, always
typically known like how to do it because a lot of times, like if I'm in a car with people, um, I watch their hands and I watch their eyes to see what they're doing. So for me to do it, my first driver's test that I ever took, I passed parallel parking with no problem. And the lady was like amazed. She's like, "How did you do that so good?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just pay attention. Like, you know, I know if the wheel is cut in, right? Then I knew, always knew to turn the wheel." Oh, I don't know. I just have a good sense of direction. So maybe I can do that video on how to parallel park, and I'll have someone. Matter of fact, I'll just have my phone recording on live stream. Yeah, if you have a good sense of direction, and if you can already typically tell when the car is straight, you're golden. If you can't look out that windshield of that vehicle and tell that the inside of that car, the front side of that car is centered and straight, then hey, I love it. I have to. Um, it's my mom. I'm gonna put it like this, right? So my mom, like, and I have a reverse camera in my car, right? And I only use that just to see where I am. So I use that red line as my stopping point. Once I see that red line is at the curb, I stop, and that's where I park at. But my mom would be watching the camera as I'm parking, and the whole time I'm still in my mirrors. Your mirrors are your best friend when you're parallel parking. Always remember that. So um, I just look at where I'm at. You know, say if I'm parallel parking, there's a car here and there's a car there, and I'm in the middle spot, that which I'm going to parallel parking between these two vehicles. Um, I pull up my passenger side um, side mirror in between either the middle of that back door, depending on if it's an SUV, truck, or car. I always, you know, pull just about half of my vehicle up to theirs. And then I already know what the other car is because I already looked at that, so I already know that's clear. And, you know, I pull up, and then when I'm getting ready to turn in, then I cut my wheel to the right, not to the left. Yep, to the right. And then I mosey on back. I may back up just a little bit first, and then I cut, right? And then once I cut, I'm always looking out that side mirror to see what a curb is. I like to get my tires that close to the curb before I cut it all the way back in. So now that I'm turning the wheel back the other way, right? I'm like, all right, cool. Once I see that my car is straight and I can look dead center at the car in front of me, then I know just to straighten the wheel out and just bag straight up, you know? And then it's pretty much 702 Smooth, man. What's happening, brother? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's another little late night streaming with the people, man, hugging and thugging, man, with my loved ones. You know, hugging and thugging with my loved ones. But yeah, parallel parking is stupid easy. 702 Smooth, man. What's your thoughts on parallel parking, man? Is it easy for you? Is it difficult? Let me know. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, somebody let me know. 702 Smooth. Is it easy for you or is it or is it a little difficult? But another thing, man, it was a little warm out here in Vegas today. Shoot, I ain't gonna hold you. It was a little warm out here today. See, 702 smooth, easy work, easy peasy. But I wouldn't say it's easy for everybody because a lot of people aren't able. A lot of people are struggling in that field, right? But we gonna get it together. We are gonna get it together. You know, we are gonna get it together. But you know, I don't know. I guess that's my time. I ain't got nothing else going on. I can't tell who's in here. If y'all just watching me, or if y'all gonna talk to me, one of the two. One of the two. But 702 smooth, man. How was your day, brother? You know, what's been going on? Yeah, I don't know, man. YouTube be having a glitch, man. I don't know what's going on. You know, it'll say from one person, and then it'll jump up to four, and then from that four it might jump up to 20, and then it jump down to 12. And I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. I'm honestly, I'm tired of trying to figure it out. Right. Oh, okay, that's what's up. See, that's crazy. Like how I don't get it. I don't get it. They say that you guys are still here, but it's only showing one and two people. Man, whatever. I'm not finna sit here and try to figure it out. I am not. Right. Now it says two. Man, now it says one. Are we gonna sit here and play number games with the YouTube's viewership? See, that's real love. And just well, I'm pretty sure y'all can figure it out, but 702 Smooth is he's from the same city I'm from, Las Vegas or Valley, right? We don't live in a city, we live in a valley. Nah, for real. Hey, 702 Smooth came out of nowhere. I was live streaming a few weeks back, and I looked up and he jumped in a live stream and he was like, I was like 702 Smooth, and I was like, ain't no way he from Vegas, right? Because you get some people on YouTube that would just use the area code just so they can, but he's actually from Vegas. Like he knows my son's high school um, football head coach. You know, um, if I'm not mistaken, he was was he a coach for the Henderson Cowboys out here? He was a part of that organization and all that. But yeah, you know, yeah, man. Let's yeah. 667 is better than when I was at that mark. That's yeah, that number. I don't even like saying. I hate seeing that number. Well, I don't say I hate it. I dislike seeing that number. Hate is such a strong word. I don't like to use the word hate. But when I was at that number, I was begging, please, somebody else sub. I'm tired of seeing it. I think I was stuck. I don't even think I was stuck like that for that long. I don't even think even remember seeing it because my number was climbing so fast at a fast rate. Um, I looked up and I don't even think I ever seen that number. And if I did, it was like, hurry up, somebody else sub, please. I do not want to see it. I believe that. I believe that. You know. All right. Uh. Did you know? One of the coaches from the Gators. Uh. They call him Big Time. Danny Gardner. Did you know who he was with the Gators? Because even back then, the Gators was a problem. They had a running back they couldn't be messed with. But like I say, if you did know him, me and him went to the same high school. We typically, grew up together on the east side. He lived in those apartments right behind that Jack in the Box, and I lived down the way in those houses on the left hand side going towards Nellis at Owens and Marion. Way back when I first started high school. So when me and Danny was cool, this was my freshman year, 96, 97. The ladies of iTalk is in the building. RP, what's happening? Good evening, good night. Girl, I thought you was asleep. And here you is, up with my lonely old little baby live. Yep, she in the building. You hear me? She in the building. I don't know how to do the. There it is. Did I do it right? Is that a good enough heart for y'all? RP the real MVP. Hey, 702 Smooth, if you haven't already, ladies of iTalk, great people. Her, RP, which is the one on here. And Bori, which is our best friend, man. Go show them ladies some love, man, and sub to their channel. Real dope people. And you're talking about being engaged and having fun. Their live streams go up. You hear me? I swear. I was a part of the live stream for the first time ever, and man, we had a good time. You as well, Anonymous, if you have not already. Oh, that's dope. So where did you come from on my channel? That's man, see, boy, RP, you got all the good people. I know that's right. Yeah, Anonymous Wolf, man, real dope channel, man. Please, man, real dope. Yeah, that's real dope, man. I didn't even know that, man. See, you learn something new every day. And I kind of figured she knew who you was because she came in and said smooth. That's what's up, man. That's real love, man. See, the love will always be reciprocated around this joint. Yeah, Anonymous dropped the link, man. I don't know if y'all can go on people's thing on here and see if you can sub like that. I don't know how my channel is set up. I need some help. RP, I need some help. I need some good thumbnails. I need a good intro. Anybody that can help me with a good intro and a thumbnail, or with the thumbnails, I need a thumbnails school for dummies for good old West Side. Help me out, please. Thank you. You know. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. You guys are. I absolutely enjoy being a part of you guys' channel, and I can't say that enough. I ain't gonna hold you. Um, I can't say that enough. That's an app. See, with the way my iPhone storage is set up, I'm gonna have to go in and delete some things to come back in to re-download some things. But yeah. Man, I swear. I swear. I can't even explain it enough. They're just freaking amazing. You know, just freaking amazing, man. Oh, oh, all right, all right. Yeah, we gonna see what's happening. I do too, RP. I do too. You know, I do too, for sure, for sure. Oh, okay, I see it. I think if you're a mod or channels owner, yeah, I'm gonna have to look that. I'm gonna have to look into that. Um, Message me that on IGRP, cause I'll forget. I ain't gonna hold you. I will forget. But if you send it to me on IG, then I can get on it and download it. Cause I be wanting to, anytime like I drop a video or anything, I be wanting to like, man, I need a dope thumbnail, to have it pop, I guess you can say, a little more. Because like right now, it's, I don't know, it's mediocre, right? I can use that word against my channel. It's a little mediocre, you know. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I get the views, the people come in, they vibe with me, they like the content that I got. Um, I just want to get to the point to where I can drop longer videos. If I can come in and drop longer videos and I don't even want them to be that long, like 5 minutes, 6 minutes, just me, shedding a little light, man, preaching my positivity to the world, um, just just being my authentic self, you know. Authenticity is the best policy always, you know. If you're not going to be authentic, man, what are you doing it for, right? I use my channel to reach one, teach one. And the people that vibe with it, they vibe with it. If they don't, hey, man, by all means, man, keep pushing. It's still all love, you know. When it comes down to the point, you see, my supporters and every other supporter that's been out there at 20,000, 40,000, 65, 100,000. You know, man, look, man, just come on back. It's okay. It's okay. You didn't believe it at first, but now you see it, you believe it. Because a lot of people say seeing is believing. Hey, man, look, check this out, man. You got to crawl before you walk. Ain't nobody jump out the womb running, jumping, skipping, hopping, flipping. Nobody. And if you did, man, please, let me know. That is a story for the Guinness Book of World Records right there. The first baby to come out and flip somebody off and did a backflip off the table. What? Where? Where's the video of that? You know? Yeah, you right. And I ain't gonna hold you. I was never a good fan of uh the criticism or rejection or anything of that nature. Right now, if they don't like it, and I don't like to use bad language on my channel, but fuck them. In all honesty, you see what I'm saying? Because I said this before, and I will say it again, and I will keep saying it, man, until I hit 100 million subscribers. Everyone's not meant to stay. Everyone's not gonna like your content. Everyone's not gonna let you sit up here and just ramble in their ear. But I do it to engage with the people. RP, salute. You know what I'm saying? Yes, salute. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, yeah, she gonna come in and she comments, she likes, you know, she may not catch everything, but you know, she when she sees it, she supports it. I know that for a fact. You know, they've been doing it to my channel since they've been a part of my channel, and I do the same thing to theirs. So, you know, support and support alike. Oh yeah, without a doubt, always entitled to their opinion. You know, but like you say, man, a lot of people can't take that. You know, I'm to the point. I'm at an age in my life now to where, like, look, man, real is real. You know, and everybody's going to, you know, either take it in stride, or they're gonna shy away from it and they're gonna get butt hurt and they're gonna be defensive against it. You know, me, I haven't seen a troll on my live stream in a little minute, but when they come, I welcome them. I've turned many trolls into subscribers on my channel, and they come in with all the respect and all of that. Why? Is because I showed them authenticity. I didn't feed into the bull crap they had going on with them basically trying to get up under my skin. You know, you get the ones that come in and, you know, they come in on the fruit ball stuff, and they have this to say and they have that to say. Let me see. I feel like if people can be negative and talk about someone, be expected to catch it back, because karma. Yep, karma be lurking is the best. Yeah, you got that right. Karma is real, and I see it every day while I'm driving. You know how you get on the freeway and you're coming onto a turn, but you're entering into the freeway, but you're on that long stretch of road to where one lane may end, right? And everyone has to merge, you know. So I'm driving today, and the lane has already ended, so I'm riding like dead center. And I hadn't already seen this little Chevy Spark, right? A female driver. Not saying all female drivers are bad, but I swear they just feel the need to be like, I don't want to be stuck behind this bus, so let me speed on the side of him when he got a bus full of passengers and cut him off so I can get on the freeway faster because I'm running late. I don't know if he worried or not, right? So I see it now. Me being who I am, because I can be petty at times. Had I inched over just 2 inches, she would have been all in the rocks, probably flipping and tumbling down the highway, right? But I just held my lane because I know she's moving, passing me all of 60, 65 miles an hour. She's in the Chevy Spark, y'all. And, you know, she got on the side of me, and I hit the horn, you know, just to startle her, because she didn't. A lot of things I do because people were not expecting it. And that car shifted a little bit. I'm like, see, next time you got to have a little patience. Even some of the drivers passed me up and looked over at me, and I was like, I don't know. They did the same thing. It was like, I don't know either. And they just continue on the way about their way, blinker on or whatever. You know, it's just, you know, patience pays off. No, that should be funny. Though a lot of them trolls be hilarious. They do be. They do be, man. I feel they pick and choose who they want to pick on for the day. You know, I think a lot of them sitting there amongst themselves and be like, who are we going to troll today on YouTube? Let's go in here and disrupt somebody's live. And I was in somebody's live, and they made me moderator, and I kept timing out the same person, but this person had like 7 pages. Back to back to back to back, he kept coming. I'm like, golly, like you cannot get rid of this person. And then I got to the point I'm like, I'm in the comments, man, whatever, man, let him stay. Get your watch time hours. Ignore them. Sooner or later, either they're going to leave the live stream or they're going to become part of the conversation. Or everyone's going to jump on his head. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get to a point to where, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to have the trolls come in, you know what I'm saying, and I'm going to tell all the people that's in my chat to sick them. You know, you get a dog and say, "Sick him, boy, sick him." And I'm a sick the chat on the troll and see how they handle that, because that's the type of stuff they won't expect. So from now on, you guys are in my live stream. You can be a part of it. You cannot be a part of it, but I give you guys free game to be in full throttle response mode. Give them the same energy that they're giving the host. Always. You know. Either run them off or just let them be. I don't mind it. You know. I read it. I keep it pushing. You know. A lot of them feel the point to where they need that interaction, but I'm not going to feed into it at all. I swear. But y'all the real MVP, man. I've been on here 65 minutes. I wasn't planning on being here that long. Right. Nah, you're right. They do. They love the attention. Yeah, I say the same thing, you know. And I tell them, I'm like, man, somebody please show this troll some attention. I had a dude in one of my cousins' lives, and you know, he came at me on some disrespect stuff, but yet did what he did in the comments, and then go to one of my posts to just apologize. Oh man, I apologize, man. We men here, we grown here, and whoop whoop this, that, and the third. I didn't mean what I said. Don't. Like, I appreciate it, brother, but you know, you don't know me from a can of paint. You came at me disrespectful. Like, you thought you were gonna get a reaction out of me because you wanted to have a little troll session on my cousin's live, and you thought I was an easy victim, bro. You can have that. But then you come to my channel to apologize. He probably subbed too. I don't know. But you came to my channel and got on my posts on one of my videos, and you apologized. I can't remember what video it was, but I don't even know if he went back in and deleted it afterwards. But he apologized. He surely did. He really freaking apologized. And I accepted it. Like, it is what it is, man. Like, I'm not butthurt behind it. I'm not pissed off about it or anything. It was just the fact of, you said what you said on a live stream, and then you come back. Why? Because you thought, did you think I was going to report you for harassment or bullying? Right? Because that's only real reason why I would think you would come and apologize on my channel under one of my videos, which was a positive type video. You know, you apologize under something that's motivational, inspirational, and positive. Because what, you thought that I was on here as a gang member, right? I thought that was weird. But apology, accept it, you know. I'll never forget him. His name was CJ. Grown man, all of 50 years old. All of 50. Probably was a little older than that. Probably older than that, unless, you know, he was younger and just lived a hard life. But Buddy looked a little old in the face. And he came and apologized. That was nice of him, right? Coming in to apologize for his wrongdoing, being in someone else's live stream randomly. You're not even part of the channel. And then you come to one of his mods channels to apologize. No, I swear he was a real life gang member, you know. I went to his channel. I actually got off my cousin. Well, I was still there, but I clicked on Buddy's name, went to his channel, and he had, I don't know how many subscribers, but at this time I think I was at like 300, 400 subscribers. Probably a little more than that. I think I was like almost close to 500 at this time. I was still trying to break like 500. And I went to his channel and I think he had like 28 subscribers and like 80 views or something, 23 views. I don't know, you know. But I came in with some positivity. I'm like, hey man, let's help you get your sub count on and your views up. You know, because your channel is looking a little neglected, and you've been doing YouTube for like 10 years. You've been actively having a channel for 10 years. Me, they just tell you when I joined YouTube, like when I actually put my email in and use my email to sign up for YouTube. You know, I've always watched YouTube, but I never like really was officially, doing it for real, for real. So when I actually started like, I guess using music, I didn't know it created a channel for me. I had one subscriber when I first started YouTube. I'm over 1,200 now. I fucking love it, you know. But yeah, Anonymous Wolf, man, gang member, crazy assumption. Man, he was a real life gang member. He was a blue team member. I'm a blue team member. But a lot of people don't know that because I don't glorify that. I'm grown now. Like it is what it is. You know, that was the old style of West Side, you know. But I've always been a positive person. You know, I'm from where I'm from because close to 13. Since when? If I'm close to 1,300, man, I'm finna throw a party. All right, I see you, Atlanta Pink team member. Salute. You know, but yeah, I don't glorify that stuff. Like a lot of people, they see me and they call me the square thug. You know, okay, I appreciate you looking 1270. It may be more than that because that's just on my channel. When I go to the YouTube Studio shows more in real time versus what's on my channel. My channel will reset tomorrow in the morning. Well, sometime today. You know, I swear my eyes are so bad. I had to really like to see that emoji. I could not see it. Oh, okay, yeah, the rough estimate, yeah. Um, but yeah, I've never glorified that. Even my son like knew, like, and I encouraged him. Hey, look, man, like whatever I had going on, growing up as a teenager, man, don't you bet not. You know, I kept him away from all that. You know, I never really. Oh wow. Well, he's met a couple of my gang member homeboys. He's met a couple. One used to cut his hair. May his soul rest in peace, man. Rest in peace to my nigga Dub Gotti. Um, free his brother RG. Um, free him until it's backwards. You hear me? Because man, I can't wait till the homie get out. But my best friend. Um, he's met him. Um, who else has he met? I don't think there's too many of them. I don't think there's too many of them because like I sheltered my son from all of that. But I wouldn't really, even though I was still like active, but I wasn't like really out there like when my son was born. I had my son at 22 years old. So like even his mom knew, like she knew I wasn't going to expose him to that lifestyle, have him around it. Like, and nah, I didn't encourage that. You know, he know where I'm from. He knows the lifestyle that I lived growing up. I've told him the stories. I've told him, you know, me going to jail and things that have happened in my life and all of that stuff. I told him all of that, so he knows what's up. And I'm blessed to have him in a realm of where he has not had no ill will feelings towards me or wanting to be a part of the lifestyle. My son has never sagged his clothes. Never. He doesn't sag his pants, his shorts. Everything is up to his waist. It may just be the banner of his underwear showing, but that's about it. And half the time, he don't even show that. You know what I'm saying? Um, I would never want to expose him to anything of that nature. Now, my family, that's a different story. You come to the family reunions, you're going to see it all. You know, you're going to see the ones that get drunk. You're going to see the ones that get high. You're going to see the ones that get to the standard third. But my son is so strong minded, he will not entertain the bull crap. And he can sense it. And I can tell at times, like, I can tell when he's uncomfortable. Hey, look, hey, all right now, that's enough. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what my son is. And if he snaps, I'm snapping with him. You know, and bet nobody touch him. And he's bigger than me. Ain't nobody ever seen my kids. I don't, other than my youngest. He's on my channel because I haven't seen him in like 3 years. But, you know, when he came out here, I was stupid excited. And I had him on my live stream. That's when I got blocked. And I would never do that again. I promise y'all. But he he's bigger than me. He's taller than me. Um, one of these days I may post him just to give you guys a glimpse of what he looks like. But he's a beast. I can just give you a little. Plays football. He's D2 college up in North Dakota, Minot State University. Go Beavers! Shout out to the Beavers. You know what I'm saying? Um, he's not a red shirt this year, so he's actually going to be playing this season coming up this summer. I don't know. I'm gonna have to call him and ask him. Like when the schedule comes out, you have to send it to me. I don't want to hear nothing about it. Yeah, he's been playing football since he was 6. Um, he's 19 now. He'll be 20 in October. He's 6 foot, 6'1", 200 and I would say 20 pounds, 210, anywhere from 210 to 220. You know, he's a freak of nature. Like he trains hard. He stays in the gym. He's a total gym rat. Um, and he's just an awesome kid. You know, he's playing football and he's a biology major. So, you know, he has an awesome backup plan. He wants to be an anesthesiologist. You know, if the league come knocking at his door, he's going to entertain it. If it doesn't, you know, he's not sure 100% if he's going to enter the draft to see if he gets picked up by a team for whatever reason. You know, either as a free agent or, you know, if they're going to give him a contract and, you know, sign him off for $1 million deal or whatever a year to, you know, just go out there and show your talents, you know. But there's no pressure, right? I tell him all the time, man, whatever it is that you want to do, regardless of what it is, regardless of what you decide, I'm here to support. You know, whether if you go be the best anesthesiologist in the country or in the world, or if you go be one of the best football NFL stars in the world, regardless of the effect of what you decide, son, and how you do it and what you want to do with your life, I'm here to support it. Hands down. And he knows that. Regardless of what he decides, I support it. I would never pressure my son to be like, man, you need to enter the draft. You for what? It's not my life. I'm your father. You know, being a father or a mother, man, you are, you know, supposed to. I think that's a given. You support your kids and all that they do. You know, if you see them steering down the wrong path, correct that path. Get them back on the right track. You know, if you love them that much, tough love ain't never hurt nobody. If you're going to bear this child and you're gonna watch this child grow up, and I will hope you want to teach this kid the best and respect and morals and loyalty and you know what I'm saying and how to get through life. You know, my son is different. Both of my sons, they're different. Hey, you hear me, anonymous? Man, come on now. Talk to the people. Let them know. Because a lot of people will try to. I want him to be, or I want her to be. Hey, man, look, man, I just want mine to be great. I don't give them for what they do. Be great in all that you do. I wouldn't care if you want to be the mathematician of the world, Craig. Be the best mathematician known to mankind. You be that. And I'm here to support and teach me along the way. Please teach me along the way. Shoot. Because at this point in time, man, a lot of these people put their kids in these sports, man, and drill it into them like, yeah, man, we going to the NFL with this. We going to the NFL with this, and ain't nothing wrong with it. But don't you think that it's up to your child on what they decide to do with their life? All right, and you're right about that, right? So, you know, with my son, like, there was a point to where he wanted to quit football. He was tired of it. He didn't want to do it no more. It was too much work, this, that, and the third. His grades was slacking. He was all over the place, right? But this comes with growing up. They have to get over that hump, right? So, we told him. He was like, hey, look, like, it's either, you know, you get through high school, you graduate, and you don't go to college, but just know when you graduate and you're done with school, you have to go get a job. You're gonna have to start paying bills now, right? Um, it's time to grow up, right? Or you can continue doing what you're doing here, right? You say you want to play college ball, okay, no pressure. Whether if you didn't, right? Boom. Then you get accepted into this college, right? And they give you this scholarship to go play football, but at the same time, when you go in here and you get the scholarship to go play football or whatever, find you a good backup plan. Just in case all else fails and football doesn't work out. Have something to fall back on so that way you can have your major to fall back on and you continue to go to school, you know, until you feel that you've had enough, you learned enough, you did so many hours in doing this, that, and the third, and then shoot for the stars, son. I swear. You right about that too, Wolf, man. Ain't man, come on, man. Talk to the people. I don't think they hearing you correctly, man. You know, if everyone can do what they enjoy and are given support, then it would change the world for the better. Hmm. Do y'all hear me? Growing up, you're kind of told that, right? You're told that what? You do this or you do this or that. Or you're never going to succeed, right? And I would never, I wouldn't say they would never succeed, but you know what I'm saying? It's a mindset thing, you know. what words are imputed into that child at that age to where is it to encourage them, or is it to discourage them, right? I feel a lot of times parents have to impute the right words into their kids to want them to do, you know, to want them to have the type of lifestyle that they want, right? So, you know, I've always spoke positivity into my kids' lives, always. I've never got to the point to where, you know, I was like, oh well, you know, you ain't gonna make it, man, if you don't play football. Just dumb, right? Because for one, your kids gonna be like, well, how do you know that, right? Kids ain't no dummies. Well, how do you know I ain't gonna make it if I don't play football? You don't know what I'm gonna do, right? And he's right, or she's right. You know, you don't know what they're gonna do after high school. You don't know what they're gonna do while they're in high school, right? Only thing that you can do is hope that the teachings, positive wise, that you have given and instilled into your kids' minds, that they're taking heed to what you're saying and they're going to apply it in their own way for them to succeed, right? You know, I will hope that anybody that has children, you know, and they're growing up and they're coming up in age, you know, that, you know, hopefully, you know, they, you know, just, you know, continue to inspire the children, continue to motivate your children, continue to, you know, impute that positive energy into their mindset and into their lives, man, to where when it comes down to it, they can always think back and it's like, well, mom said this, or dad said this, or I remember my Uncle John came to me and he told me this, or my auntie Susie came to me and was like, hey, look, you know, maybe if you look at it this way, but in a positive way, do that, you know. Don't You can't always yell at your kids. You know, I don't think a lot of kids respond well to being yelled at or being chastised for whatever reason. You know, not saying that you can't be firm in what you believe in and you want your kids to be the best in all that they can do, but there's a tone level when it comes down to that type of stuff. You know, and if you're not gonna have that, okay, well that's dope. I just did something different. I guess I just highlighted a part in the video. You know, I don't know what part's going to be highlighted, but you know, something's going to be highlighted. And I guess it's going to be posted, so y'all be on the lookout for that. But I'm gonna wait for a little minute, I think. But my phone's at 16%. I don't want to put on the charger because it gets hot, and I don't want to overheat my battery. So, I am a little tired, but to my real ones, if y'all made it this far in my live stream and y'all rewatch this thing, man, hashtag Gangland Mafia in the comments after the live stream. Um, to all my supporters that came in tonight, you know, that watched me, and you know, we had a good conversation. We had some good insight on things. Um, Not so much Crash. The TV's on. I just And it's a pretty good show on Netflix. Well, series. I wouldn't say show. It's a series, but it's um a Showtime special, and it's pretty good. This will be my second time watching it, but it's a pretty good show. I like it. But yeah, Anonymous, I think so. It's going on 4 o'clock for you. You didn't have some lasagna. You didn't play the game. All kind of stuff, man. You up hugging and thugging. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I am going. I'm gonna give it to about 91 minutes. I've been on here 89. and 45 seconds so far. So I'm gonna let it run for a little minute. But yeah, I just want to let y'all know. See, man, that's real love, man. Things like that typically like it makes me emotional, right? I hope you don't see my eyes getting glossy, but it's the fact that people will come in that will come in and basically just chill with you for hours on ends or minutes on end just to support, right? Just to support. I may not be talking about next to nothing, right? But when it gets to a point to where the engagement comes in, then that's when you guys get what you get, right? So, salute to Anonymous Wolf, man. For real. Gangland Mafia representative, man, and supporter, man. Um, that's real love. That's real love and that's real support. You know, um, a lot of people wouldn't do that. My own cousin was in here, and he bounced out on me, but I know why. He was doing his own live stream, right? I get it, you know, but yeah, that's real love. And 702 Smooth, I didn't know you was still here, brother. I didn't. I didn't know you was still here, but you in this thing, man, hanging out, and I appreciate that for real, for real. Is that? Oh wow, I just missed the whole part. Hey, you hear me? You hear me? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Pin comment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See. That's what it's about. Ain't enough love or support people giving life. So even with us, couple people support and love each other, hoping eventually these streams of positivity go global. Right? And I said that earlier. I said it's gonna be one of these days when you guys come into my live stream, y'all gonna look up and it's gonna be hundreds of people and hundreds of likes. And people is gonna be in here going crazy. And the chat is gonna be going so crazy. I'm not gonna be able to keep up with the chat. But what I am gonna do is that I'm gonna have my day one mods in the joint, right? And the day one mods is gonna be in here entertaining the chat while I speak my words of wisdom and positivity to the world. And I'm always gonna take it back to the old days. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna have them stories about the old days shouting out my real ones. Cause I ain't gonna forget the people that helped me get here, the people that showed me all that support, the people that helped me. My next point right now is to get monetized. That's it. Once I get monetized, then it's up from there. You know, then I'm gonna go crazy. You know, live streams going crazy. Live streams going up. I wouldn't care if I'm doing a live stream early in the morning, but yeah, I'm gonna be live every day. They're gonna look up like, oh, here he goes again. He's back. Oh, well, Westside got to talk about today. You know, what type of motivation Westside got for us today? Uh, uh, is Westside gonna be washing his car today, or is Westside out shopping with his mom, or what? Hey, look, man, I'm here to bring it to the world. Is he going to the strip, or is he downtown, or is he kicking it with friends and loved ones, and is it game night, or is it this, or is it just West Side at home in his room? I got LED lights that can go around my wall. I ain't even put up yet. I have a drone that my mom got me for my birthday. It's not the best drone, but it's a drone. I ain't even sat down and played with that yet and figured out how to set that up. Oh yeah, without a doubt. You right about that, brother. All that hard work pays off day by day. And I fell into a little rut too. You know, a lot of y'all didn't see me for a little while. I was just posting here and there, and I sat down and I thought about it. I was like, you just need a little break. My daily my daily thing every day when I got up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Time to post some content. You got to keep the people engaged. You got to do this. You got to do that. And the third, I think it got to a point where I flooded my brain so much with being YouTube crazy every day since I started. I needed that break. You know what I'm saying? What? Almost 1,100 subscribers later. Because I was on the grind, fighting for my subs count, fighting for my watch time hours, fighting for the views. You know what I'm saying? Doing what I do to keep the people engaged, coming in and hanging out with my day ones. You know what I'm saying? My newfound subscribers. I have yet to see any of those come through. I've seen a few. I've seen a few come through that I know. Somebody came and commented on one of my videos. Hey, like I'm here from the live stream earlier. You know what I'm saying? I like what you got to say. I like your message. Like, I sub because of that. It's the little things like that means the most to a person, when a person can sit back and just watch and listen. They may send a light through, but can just sit and watch and listen just to see where it goes, just to see if this person really knows what he's talking about, or is this person here for whatever reason. You're right about that. I was, brother. I was dehydrated. You know, that's why I got up and I went to Cali. I was like, man, look, I need to get away. You know, I was in the live stream on the way, but I was like, nope, that's out. I need my music. I just need this time for me. The whole way there, I was thinking, I was like, oh, I need to get some content. I need to get some content. I need to get some content. Man, it got to a point where I was like, man, bump that content, man. I need to stay on this highway, stay focused, bump my music, have my little water, my drinks, and this, that, and the third. Don't stop for no rest stop and none of that, man. Just keep it pushing. I got to California 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes. I was in California, parking my car at my destination where I pulled up to. So, it's just, that just sit down and mentalness, and I had to do for myself. I did it. There was like a couple videos that I did post from the time of me being in California, but it wasn't a lot. I can tell you that much. It was not a lot. And I just hit 10%. So I'm gonna give it to 100 minutes, and then I'm gonna end a live stream. I didn't even read your comment in full. No need to be killing yourself trying to keep up. Always put your mental and physical health first, because if you don't feel like okay, I see what you're saying. If you don't feel like you, how can you expect to keep the positive vibes? Yep, you're right about that. You're so right about that. And now that I've done that, and now I can get back to being where I was. You know what I'm saying? I can get back to, continue my journey with posting these positive, shorts that I post, to reach one, teach one, to do my positive live streams, even if it's, me coming in, thugging and, hanging out with the people. One of these live streams, I'm gonna do a question and answers. You know what I'm saying? You guys ask me questions, and I answer. You know what I'm saying? Everything has to be within reason. Nothing, you know, it's just no weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? But anything that, the people want to know about me, the only thing I will not tell y'all right now is my real name. There's only a select few that knows my real name in these YouTube streets, and these are actually people that I know personally, outside of YouTube, you know. But with that being said, that's my time. I just hit 100 minutes live stream. This is my longest live stream since I've been back live streaming. So salute to y'all for hanging out with me. Always salute to the Gangland Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Anonymous Wolfman, you're a real MVP. Shout out to you. Shout out to 702 Smooth. Shout out to RP. Shout out to Elena for being here. Shout out to who else was in this joint? Dang, I think it was just y'all. I had some other ones coming in, but it wasn't really that many. But y'all really was engaged. So salute to y'all. Anybody else that came through and chatted. Lovely Lizzie came through. Vegas Heat TV came through. If I'm not mistaken, Steph came through, showed a little love. But salute to y'all, man. Y'all the real MVP. Y'all stay positive, stay inspired, stay motivated, keep going, keep pushing. And always, man, love yours. Y'all be blessed, man, and have a good rest of your evening, morning for you, Anonymous Wolf. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get up at 6. I'm tripping. Oh my God. Yeah, you is tripping, bro. I'm good. I ain't gotta be to work till 12 o'clock. So I'm happy I can, live stream this late. But I'm glad I did this way because I can sleep in. But yeah, man, salute to y'all, man. Y'all the real MVPs, man. I appreciate y'all. Whoever else has tapped in, man, you're a little late, man, because the live stream is in it. And I'm out.